Super Robo Tyson Impacto! It's your boy Zappa, Daimyo no Super Robo, and welcome back to Super Robot Wars Impacto! Previously, Getter versus Getter. We had to throw hands against Getter Robo G, meaning that, at least for now, we do not get him. We should get him back soon. I'm actually confused as to when we do get him, since we don't get him now. And we didn't upgrade, right? Now I'm confused. Now I feel stupid. I'm pretty sure we don't have Getter Robo. Well, that's Billavine. Yeah, that's Getter 1, so... Oh. I'll have to document when we do get the upgrade, because we sure don't have it now. Well, actually, I could always just go back through the book and find out when it said, but for now, we have to go to... Where are we going? Where are we going? Kyoto, Japan! Stage 26! Commander no Isan. Legacy as a commander. Ilbor is waiting impatiently for the Gondor and Joe to show up. He's sure that with Romina off in space, he'll have no problem defeating us. And the Ninja Squad show up on their own, well ahead of everyone else. Mike's pretty pissed that Ilbor is raising hell in the civilian area, and Ilbor will do whatever it takes to bring these idiots down. They who took everything from him. Allegedly. Sounds like a personal issue, but before the battle, Rennie notes that there's some odd capsules around the battlefield. Is this some sort of taper? A tarp, perhaps? Joe figures it won't matter what they are if we destroy them, and he plans to go take on Ilbor and leaves it up to the rest to figure out the capsule situation. Well, in ancient times, many years ago, we went ahead and we plowed through one of these capsules just to get it out of the way. This time, we're not. But this also means that this makes it nigh impossible to get the skill point. Because I don't think these kids can do 9,600 damage to take down Ilbora. But for now, we're just going to take down what we can. We're going north. It begins. Oh, wait, nope, maybe it doesn't begin right that second. You don't have... focus. You... Play me the song of my people.
Zaku wa doite ro yo! Kouhadan hassha! Shimatta!
I can burn their SP, it won't matter because of what I know to happen. Just want to take care of what I can while I can. Dang it, Rennie! Would make sense.
この距離なら届くわ。お願い、行って。
Ninja level 2. Good job, Mike.
どけザコども。来るぞ。雑魚はどいてろよ。高波弾でまとめて片付けるぞ。かわせた。俺の腕前を見せてやるか。ガトリングガンを転送してくれ。
this is turn 4, so they are going to zoop off any second. Oh. Turn that off.
撃しましょう。
いいアイデアだレニー。よーし一気に行くぞ。
落ちて
All right. Let's see, taking out the order. Well, Ilbora's plan gets to work. Goodbye, Ninja Team! You're gonna think you're gonna charge Ilbora? No, Joe, don't do it. Don't be a dumbass. You idiots, get over here! Ha ha ha, get baited, suckers! What? Bye, Felicia! And that's an entire triangular chunk of the city. Gone. Well, sucks for us. And there's still enemies afoot. Send 13. Crown Battler, Norris, Chris. Let's keep Todd on the back row for now. Todd, Koji, Shiro, Ryoma, Shinguji, Kyosuke. Doman Cashew. All the ninjas are gone, so Todd gets to go. Marvel gets to go. You know what? I will send Ina, or let's pull Marvel. I will send Camille and Fa. Nice. Where does Mylene shows up? North. Up. Upward. Upward. That way. But we do need to handle these idiots down here too, so we're going to send a small squad of idiot handlers. Barriers. Oh look, Mylene is here, has shown up and observes that Ilboard, has held up his end of the bargain. Shame they only got the 3. Benjo tells them to take this outside. Mylene and our crew renew their acquaintance. The fact that the Meganoids are in cahoots with Ilboard confirms somebody's suspicions, maybe Garrison's suspicions, about Hazard of the Mars reclamation and Meganoid base being working together, as well as the resurgence of Meganoids themselves. Mylene scoffs at Hazard's name, saying that were it not for the stubbornness of the Dawn, they would never associate with someone like him. Is Hazard the one being used? Yes. Well, if our squad lose to Mylene, well, if our people lose here to Mylene, No, okay. I'm adding a word that's not there. If our people lose here, Mylene will be able to advance the plans of the Meganoid eyes, all of humanity. Mylene's doing all this for the future. Meganoids and Banjo points out that as long as he's here, Meganoids have no future. Norris, I would like you to not kill this. I've lost track, so this is going to be 5. The next attack gets visual. Nice.
こっちはお遊びでやってんじゃねえんだよ。
やったわね。
お返しだ。
Hello! God damn it, Todd! I swear to God, Todd, do not get shot down. I did not save. But Todd sucks, but he's better than everyone else that I have right now. That would actually be stupid to try to do. Excellent. Camille catches a level, but not Fa. Yeah, it does. My first Super Robot Wars was Alpha Gaiden. And I played that not knowing any Japanese or how to play Super Robot Wars. Ow! Stop hitting! And then my next one after that was MX, which is this game's not sequel. Emulated or on hardware? Nice. I played F and F Final a few years ago. I started on the Saturn, and then I had the system-wide crash happen, so I had to restart on PlayStation. Same, I had that. But I also have a Japanese Saturn as well, I think. Yeah, I got a Japanese Saturn. DB games, Dragon Ball. Right. I had to think about what DB meant. Yeah. Tai Setsuzan, get out of my city! Oh, I am very slowly working on doing every Super Robot Wars game. It's just I put this one off for a long time. I'll Tyson detailing. A favorite so far? Compact 3, but I also was writing a strategy guide for Compact 3. The Compact 3 translation guide that was on GameFAQs at the time was very poorly done. So I went through and made one on my own. Which is to say, I still don't know or speak Japanese at all. It was all interpreting machine translation, screenshot by screenshot, phone image by phone image, Google Translate by Google Translate. I mean, my guide's there up on GameFAQs. What are we doing? 2. Good crit, Kyosuke. You're stealing up all the kills. Who's attacking? It's Kyosuke. 6. Nice. So do I. I have a crystal. No, I don't. I don't have a crystal. I have a color with an IPS backlight. It's a battery. You probably used my guide. Was it the Zappaslave one? Because that was mine. And it's coherent, and it uses proper English and grammar. Like, how long ago was it? Because I did my guide about maybe 5 years ago or so? Now you make me want to look. Oh. Alright, back to this. Now that I have my headphones plugged in. Alright, this is one. Keep trying to hold a button like it's going to change anything. Bonk. Ugh, you need healing bad. Two. Who's over here? You're almost dead. You're almost dead. One has less? Alright, so. I'm actually gonna leave you two, Camille. Get Todd out of there. Wait, how are you able to attack something? Oh, you could still target that thing. To nothing. For nothing. And you don't get experience for it. Nice.
ラスターの調整がうまくいっていないのか。ガンダムの前に出るなんてうかつなんだよ。
You do need that second one, that's fine. You run. You have a threshold. Mylene runs at 20% of her HP. So let's slap some quick math. 23. Oh, that's not the right numbers. 2300 times 0.2. 46, that's right, I read that somewhere. Ooh, edge. Hmm, 56. Doing some Southern Cross knives. Ow! God damn it! Koji Kabuto! Honori Kabuto Koji! Excellent. Perfect. What? Was that? Did that say 45? That should said 45, didn't it? The limit's 46. That's still too much. Alright, well, I'm just gonna have to rely on Banjo's Hot Blood. Ooh, deflected. And Kyosuke has the support of Claymore. Please. Da, 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 da. Don't get the important thing. My lane runs off somewhere around 6,000 HP. No, that's wrong. You're stupid. My lead runs at 4,600. Should be a salmon that you're doing so well with Solar War Power. But Banjo points out that just means the Megaloids suck that bad. Koji agrees, however, this isn't their full power. He gets a high accuracy targeting system. I'll take that. Banjo levels up, gets another rank of defense. Well, it looks like Hazard, Zaboom, and the Megaloids are all in league. And given that they're all based off March, we can't do shit right now. Amuro says that we can worry about that later. Right now, we've got to finish our defensive battles, which are done, moving the colony problem up to Bright. Banjo figures that we'll all eventually have to head to Mars. The board joining forces with them is pissed Joe off. Not that we see that. Actually, the entire ninja team is gone, and now we have to worry about that shit. Morale, a rank of something. Critical, prevail. I don't know, Todd maybe can have extra morale? Todd does have an available slot. That was Banjo. Banjo getting an extra 5 morale? Yeah, I couldn't imagine what else I would give to Banjo. Extra morale to start. Go. Get that item. Is it my name drops a... actually targeting system? High spec targeter. Weapon crit rate plus 15%. Alright. Well, thus far, good news! Campbellians are down! Bad news! Nobody else is! Hazuki breaks the news. Come on, Hazuki. Alright, Hazuki breaks the news to us, and this is around the calculated time when the colony would pass the point of no return. Garrison informs us that the trajectory isn't yet changed, and that it's still on course to fall in South America, smack dab on top of Jaburo. Looks like we've got to talk about what we're going to do after the impact, as much as you'd like to believe in the Londo Bell. However, interjection on the monitor. Okay, so I guess I did not wait long enough to get the G3 and Sharzaku. It's fine. There's some kind of giant thing in the sky, an island made of iron. Some new enemy? Currently headed straight to the skies above the Pacific, i.e. headed right for us. Our young whippersnappers can't figure out how Garrison can take this so calmly, although the battle team is more interested in things like, well, where the fuck did someone hide this thing until now? Then what do we plan on doing about it? Marvel wonders if someone merely made it look like a normal-sized island, which it wouldn't be that hard. Got weapons on top and several times the size of the Will Whips. Apparently piloted by none other than... Bry! Who wishes us well and commends us on our victory over the Campbellians. He doesn't quite approve of the allies that they made, but they couldn't exactly lend us a hand, which is to say, he let us do the dirty work and now he's coming to mop us up. The final gesture of fairness, he grants us time to run away and hide and sets up camp in Japan. Ryoma wants to counterattack fucking immediately, but Armo figures that beating him right now would be impossible. We might have to pull back and regroup. The decision falls to Hazuki, though, who decides to ram the enemy fortress with the Gondor. We don't have any time left if the enemy manages to land on Japan. The damage to cities would be more extensive than the triangle we just lost in Kyoto. The rest of the squad beg Hazuki to take calmly about the consequences. He says he is being calm. The very enormity of the enemy makes it that much easier for us to make it inside. Yes, Armo's opinion, and Armo says that's up to him, dog. Ooh. Ooh. Hit me with that compact title. Alright, yes. Armor says it's up to Hazuki, and tacit gesture of agreement Shiro also realizes. Norse is quite amused that he's fallen in with such a daring group of people. It's been ages since he fought such an engaging fight, and he's more than eager to see how things turn out. There's Norse laughing it up. Hazuki apologized for being so much like the Cyber Beast Force that he commands, because he says that he loves an all-for-nothing gamble like this. Hell yeah. Alright. Next time, the end of a chapter. Not the end of a quarter. Just a chapter. We will get many of our team back. And this is probably where we get a Robo G also. Let me see if it was magically stuffed into our inventory. Why am I not seeing it? Oh! There it is. We got it? We got it now? Unito? Nope, that's Show. There's Ryoma. There's our getter. Get our Poseidon. Get our Liger. Alright. Well, we've got some equipment to reassess, and next time, end of a chapter.
All combat is over. Now that you've tasted victory, I'm sure you'll be back.